Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm so glad you're joining me today because I want to share with you this potato soup recipe with a homemade vegetable stock. For our vegetable stock, we're going to be using the peels or the scraps of the vegetables that we need for the recipe. So I have some potato peels, I have some scraps from the celery, I have carrot peels, some pieces of onion. You can make it just like that, or like me, I added another piece of onion because I thought it wasn't enough, and I also added some garlic for more flavor, and then you can add some herbs, whichever ones you want. You can use basil, rosemary, thyme. I just have cilantro, so that's what I'm gonna be using. Next, I added enough water to cover the vegetable scraps, and I boiled that for about 35 minutes. After everything's done boiling, you're just going to strain out those vegetable peels and you're going to be left with your vegetable stock. Just look at that color. I love it. And the best part is that you didn't waste anything. You used all the scraps, and if you have any left over, store it in jars and use it for your next soup. Now on to the soup. You're going to cook half a cup of diced onions in 1 tablespoon of oil until it's soft and translucent. You're also going to add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic and stir that together. When your onions and garlic are cooked, you're going to add 3/4 of a cup of diced celery, 2 large carrots cut into rounds, and 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of potatoes cut into cubes. Next, you're going to add your vegetable stock. The amount is going to depend on personal preference, but I ended up adding about 6 cups. For seasonings, I used half a teaspoon of dried oregano, half a teaspoon of dried parsley, half a teaspoon of dried thyme, half a teaspoon of pepper, and I added salt to taste. Stir everything together, cover it, and cook that until the vegetables are soft. When everything was cooked, I transferred about 1/3 of the soup into a bowl and used an immersion blender to puree that. This is going to add some creaminess to the soup without having to add any dairy. And lastly, I added 1 cup of chopped kale, and I didn't show this in the video, but actually after I stirred it, I turned the heat off, I put the lid back on and let that sit for about 5 minutes, just enough so the kale could get a little bit soft. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more healthy recipes, I have some that I will put on the screen for you. I also do have some other not so healthy but very delicious desserts, just in case you want to try them. I'll put those on the screen for you as well. Again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends and family, turn your notifications bell on, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one.